All right, well, the next thing I'm gonna work on is fixing this hole. When we got in here and got this carpet tore out, we found a pretty big hole. And so my plan, and we got another one right here, we've got a patch. So my plan was to make one panel that I think will cover both of them. So what I've done is traced out some cardboard, and we'll make a panel that essentially will cover like this, pretty much. So we're gonna go that route, see if we can patch two holes at once and make this little panel for us. So I've got some metal over there, we're gonna trace it out and start cutting.
I remember front porch talks at the end of the day. Neighbors didn't always think the same way, but we'd shake hands, laugh it off, and pray for a better tomorrow, come what may. Flags on the mailbox, kids on bikes, different views, but we still got along just fine. We knew freedom meant you had a voice, even when you didn't make the same choice. Now it feels like everyone's walking on glass. One wrong word and the peace won't last. People shouting louder instead of listening, turning every difference into division. If you don't believe what they believe inside, suddenly you're the enemy pushed aside. Can't talk it out like we used to do, just pointing fingers saying the blame's on you. We used to stand tall under red, white, and blue, knowing this land was built for me and you. Freedom of speech, freedom of heart, somehow we drifted too far apart. Can we ever find common ground? Can we be different and still like each other? Can we find a way to lend a hand rather than a fist? Can we look past color and culture? Let's go back to be Americans. Now folks are scared to say what they feel, fearing someone might make it a big deal. Threats and anger over simple beliefs, tearing this country apart piece by piece. Cancel culture hunting down anyone who won't bow out, won't turn and run. Innocent voices getting drowned in noise, just for standing on their own choice. This land was built on strong debate, not hate and walls we love to create. We fought for freedom side by side, not to be silenced or divided. Can we ever find common ground? Can we be different and still like each other? Can we find a way to lend a hand rather than a fist? Can we look past color and culture? Let's go back to being American. Red for the blood that freedom costs, white for the hope we never lost, blue for the faith that pulled us through when we stood together, strong and true. We don't have to think the same to love this country and honor its name. We just gotta remember who we are, one nation, no matter how far. Yeah, we can find common ground. Yeah, we can be different, still like each other. We can choose a hand instead of a fist. We can rise above all this together. Let's go back to being Americans, back to talking it through, back to standing for truth, back to freedom ringing loud and clear, like proud America.
Well, that is what I ended up coming up with those two pieces we cut out, made that pattern. You know, it isn't pretty. That whole bottom edge up to those screws will be hidden by the carpet, but at least we have fixed that hole. We treated the rust areas with the POR 15, and we'll sand all that down, and then when the truck gets painted inside, it'll all get painted the same color. So anyway, that is what we came up with.